Doom, dun, 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 dun. What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Sunday episode. NBA Talk with Jay, man. Try to bring the show to you guys every single day, rain, sleet, or snow, unless something really drastic is going on. So, let's get right into it, man. We straight business. It ain't really, you know what I'm saying, that about nothing else, man. It's about the NBA picks, so that's what we're gonna make it about. We're going to my favorite game of the day, my guys. First, it's not the first game. It's actually the last game on the card. We got the Bulls versus the Clippers here. I'll be honest, it's a little tough betting against the Clippers right now. I'm watching the games last night. And the thing is, I mean, they just own the Timberwolves. That is what it is. Obviously, no Vucevic in this game. I think the Bulls played a really good first quarter or first half, even as well, versus the Warriors. If they come to play like that, they will definitely win this game. The couple things here. Now, the Clippers, they've been cleaning teams up here at the house. They're on a 5 game, what is this, 5 game win streak? No, 7 game. They're on a 7 game win streak, but five of them, the last four has been at the house. So their 4 game win streak at the house. It's a little tough going against a team when they're in their own gym, right? And they're hot. But I'm going against them today. Why? The Clippers been going up against weak defensive teams other than the Heat, and you see them don't cover their spread as well. And they were catching the Heat off of back to back. So they were going up against the Blazers, the Hornets, which the Hornets were up after 3 quarters or were in that game and went up, let the Clippers go on a 22-0 run to close that one out. The Hornets are on a good defensive team as well. The Timberwolves, the Blazers, they've been the Timberwolves twice in Minnesota. The Thunder, they beat by 5 at the house. The Thunder are sneakily a good defensive team. So I see these Clippers. I see the Clippers really struggling with the Bulls tonight. Even though Vucevic is out, I think the Bulls will play a really good game. It is the first game of back to back. They have the Lakers tomorrow, my guys. So that's not necessarily good for us, but we're still catching the Clippers on the back to back here. The Bulls are still a really good team. I know that the Rose is going to turn up here in LA. We know Caruso is. So let's say Lakers on deck for them tomorrow, but I still like the Bulls here, my guys. I like the Bulls here, full game plus 4.5. I believe it's 4 now at most spots, but if you wait on it, probably go back to 4.5. Obviously, a lot of money on the Clippers. They're hot right now. They are. I'm going with the Bulls today, though. Really good defensive team, like I said, my guys. I like the matchups here. I like the matchups. The one thing that obviously the Warriors are a heavily 3 point shooting team, where the Clippers they are, but it's a lot of ISO ball. It's a lot of ISO ball. Reggie Jackson, Paul George. These guys have Lonzo Ball go up against Reggie Jackson. You got Levine going up against Eric Bledsoe, which he's been playing better offensively, but he's a defensive player. I'm not scared of Bledsoe going off for 30 points tonight. Like, stop it. It's possible. Anything's possible. I'm not scared of that tonight. Paul George going up against DeRozan, Levine, whoever. These guys got some defenders if they can go at they have a big three to go up against the three-headed guards for the Clippers. So it's almost like a damn good matchup here, in my opinion. I see the Bulls winning this game. Obviously, the Clippers are due to drop one. I don't think this 7 game win streak is sustainable. Now they're getting into a groove, I must say. They do have the rebounding edge, you could say, with Zubac and Hardenstein coming off the bench there. But still, I like the bench for the Bulls. Caruso, Derrick Jones Jr., Desumnu. I don't know if you guys been watching the guy at Illinois. My guy is a baller. Now, Lee Johnson is their backup center. I'm not totally a fan of that. He's guys got really like a small forward or power forward at most. But they're going to be a little thin out there, but they're playing a lot faster without Vucevic out there. He's a little kind of slow. But I like the Bulls today. I'm gonna take them first half. If I want to take Bulls trifecta, I'll be honest with you. I think they're gonna come out with something here. I think this is gonna be exactly like that Heat game where they came out up, even though the Heat were on the back to back. That's the caliber defense that the Bulls are having, right? They had the number 2 defense in the league before they just lost to the Warriors. So I'm hopping on the Bulls here, which should have had Blackjack. I should have had Blackjack on the show, or Bulls. Derek Miller in the chat says, why mess with the fire team? Guys, I'm not making anyone bet this. I'm simply telling you guys what I like today on today's card. I'm not even telling anyone to bet the Bulls with me. If you ride with me, that's simply up to you guys. I like the Bulls today. I know the Clippers are hot, and it's tough going up against a hot team. They are on the back-to-back. I think they are facing the perfect matchup, in my opinion, versus the Bulls. Don't necessarily like the fact that they have the Lakers on deck. It's the first game back to back, but I'm still riding with the Bulls here. That's my top look on the board today. Bulls, I took them plus 4.5. Still like them plus 4. I'm taking the first half as well, my guys. This is personal. I'm taking the first half Bulls as well, plus the 2, my guys. I think they finna come out with some. This is a damn good defensive team, and I'm riding with them. But I just always have to let you guys know that I'm not telling anyone to bet these plays. This is what I like for today's card. If you ride with me, hey, let's cash it. Bulls first half plus the 2. Bulls full game plus the 4. Let's go with it. I lean the under as well. This will be a sticky defensive type game. Really, two really good defensive teams. The Clippers have been hot, but they've been going up against some trash defensive squads. In my opinion, this will be one of the better defensive teams they've seen in a while. And with the Heat game, Jimmy Butler was in that game as well. So give me the Bulls in this one, man. Now, let's go to the next game. That I want to take the Hawks today, guys. I want to take the Hawks. If I was to have a second top play, it would be the Hawks. I don't like the fact that this is the first game back at the house after a long road trip, even though they need to be at the house. They're 3-1, 3-1 straight up and against the spread so far. The Hawks are. I lean the Hawks here. Now, obviously, Giannis is coming back today. They're coming off that overtime loss. We have playoff revenge here. A lot of people don't care about the revenge factor. I told you guys about the Heat yesterday, so I don't bet revenge every single time. But this is playoff revenge. This is revenge from getting kicked out of the playoffs by a team you've been pretty much thinking about it all summer. The Hawks probably had this game circled on their calendar. This is the last game of a 5-game road trip for the Bucks. It's an absolute, even though it's a bad spot for the Hawks, they kind of need to get back to the house. They're on a 6-game losing streak, 0-6 against the spread as well, my guys. So they all 4 games over there on the Western Coast, they lost. What's up, Jake? Would you like the Bulls or what? Yeah, I couldn't talk anybody out of the Hawks today. I want to take them. I want to sprinkle some on the Hawks. I like the Hawks. I don't like that Hunter's not in here. We need him for Giannis. To be honest with you, he was out in the conference finals last year. Heavy lean Hawks, guys. Like I may personally sprinkle some on it, but it won't be anything heavy for sure. Like half unit at most. Even though it's a bad spot for the Hawks. Even a worse spot for the Bucks, you could argue. 5-game, 5th game of the road trip. Let's see, 3rd game in 4 nights, 4th and 6th. So this is the fifth game in 8 days for the Bucks, all on the road though with travel. Not necessarily a good spot. You got the Lakers on deck 2 days off after this. I want to take Hawks, guys. I want to take Hawks. I believe the Hawks are the right side. Wearing red today. We cashing it. I think the Hawks and the Bulls going 2-0 today, man. Both of these red teams, man. Heavy lean Hawks. I'll break down the rest of the games, guys, but that's pretty much all I have today. Exactly. Yeah, the Hawks are a much better team at the house. Let's go to this Lakers versus Spurs game. Lakers beat them already without LeBron by 4 points. They were 2.5-point dogs. There was a game where they moved the line 6.5 points because LeBron was out. Stop it. I don't know what are we doing here. The Lakers were 4.5. Then he's ruled out, and it gets 2.5 for the Spurs favorite. There's no way in hell LeBron's worth 7 points to a point spread. Not in today's games, but that's what they did. But now you got the Spurs. My guy Shark always talk about line strength. They were plus 2.5, won by 4. Now they come back to the house and they're favored by 2.5. It's showing strength to the Lakers here. And regardless of that, like the Lakers in this matchup, the Spurs are not a good team. And you look at the last game, Jakob Poeltl had, let's see, I believe he had 27 points. I know he had 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. They don't have a center. The Spurs don't have a center, even though they play tough. DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Lonnie Walker, those guys, Keldon Johnson, they play tough. But the fact you don't have a center, I can't get past that. Yeah, last game, Jakob Poeltl he was 13 of 17 from the field, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, 27 points. You're missing that in a game that you lost by 4. You already don't have any size. You got Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, and DeAndre Jordan. They could absolutely. Anthony Davis should eat in this game. They could probably sit Davis and still win this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. Lean Lakers, and they'll win early start as well. Always favors the home team. Lean Lakers. No, I'm not betting that game though. Maybe lean towards the under as well. I want to get on the Hawks, man. Heavy lean to the Hawks. Warriors versus Hornets, man. Hey, I couldn't talk anyone off of Hornets. I couldn't talk anyone off the Warriors. Obviously, they've been red hot right now. Be interested to see if Otto Porter is in this game after the injury. The Hornets, it seemed like they're due to get back hot. I don't want to. I'm not going to say anything about the Warriors because they're playing. I mean, they're playing like they're old school Warriors right now. They're balling. You see what I'm saying? They possibly could drop some on the road. They were at the house for a while. Like I don't know what's going on. The Clippers, the Warriors. Like you just had a 8-game homestand. I don't know, man. I'm just saying some other shit. Just saying. It's some other shit going on. You give a team 8 games. I don't know. The league is favoring the Warriors, so I'll just say that right now. You get an 8-game homestand early in the season, you're favored heavily. But going on a road, that first game could be tough. Now, Curry always wants to ball out in Charlotte. His dad is the announcer for the Hornets, right? But I don't know. I couldn't talk anyone off Warriors. I'm not betting it. I hope that they win. I hope they win because I'll definitely fade the Warriors at one of these spots on the road. It's not today though, but that first game at the house, first game on the road after 8 straight home games, it's a tough spot. A totally new environment shift, and you're a West Coast team playing on the East Coast. Time change, all of that. There's 4 hours difference. I'm just saying, man. So, the Warriors been hot. I'm not betting against them. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not betting against them. Steph obviously will probably keep going off. The way this team is playing right now with guys like Gary Payton II coming off the bench, like their bench is light years better. Even if Otto Porter Jr. misses this game, Warriors bench is light years better. I'm not a fan of the Hornets bench, but their starting 5 can get to playing sometime. I don't know what to do with this Hornets team. I really don't, to be honest with you. So stand away from that game. I understand why people on the Warriors. I'm not on it though. I must say I'm not on it. I hope they win. I hope they cover. I'll let you know. Next game up, man. Suns versus Rockets. The Suns smacked up the Grizzlies there, and they're hot. They are hot. I'm looking at the home dog here. It's the only way I'd be looking. I'm staying off this game. I'm not betting it. Let's see what the Suns. First game of back-to-back for the Suns. They got to go back up to Minnesota. So this could be one of those classic situations where in the fourth quarter they start to looking towards the next game. They're laying 8.5, 9 on the road. They're on a win streak. The Rockets on a losing streak. They're competitive in most games. Drop 2 straight at the house. It's the last game of their little homestand before they go out on the road. I could see the Rockets being competitive here. The Suns are absolutely on fire. I'm not betting against them, but they do have some deficiencies. I must say the Suns do have some deficiencies. I could see the Rockets keeping that one close. Plus 8.5 home dog on Sunday. Those are the type of games that I stay away from on Sunday, or I take the dog. I'll just let you know. Sunday favors the dogs. They do. Sundays favors the dogs. They tend to favor, like if you get a home dog on Sunday, watch out. Watch out. Home teams, I'd like to say it favors, but like especially the early starts, but dogs just sound like last Sunday, them there hit every game. But finna get out of here, man. Nets versus Thunder. I don't know what the fuck to do with this Thunder game. I'm not laying the 9 on the road with the Nets. It's the only way I could look. If they take this game serious, if James Harden and KD come back to OKC, they should blow them the fuck out. But good God, I don't know what to say about the Thunder team because every time they came back versus the Kings. There was more of a Kings melt, but the Thunder are surprising, man. They've won 4 straight. They're playing nice. But like I say, if Harden it depends on how Harden and KD take it. They want to come back and show out in OKC, they can. Simply. Even with Dort out there, SGA, they can. Next game up, Blazers versus Nuggets. Dame is out. I saw the line at +4. I saw it shoot to 7.5. I said, what the fuck is going on? Dame is out. I said to myself, I wish Shark was on here. Ciroc on ice. I could see Ciroc on ice. Everyone take the Nuggets. They're a little too hot right now. I think they could have dropped one versus the Hawks, in my opinion. The Nuggets, it's just the way that they play. They're up and down. They're like a roller coaster. I could see the Blazers covering this spread. Even without Dame, I could see this being addition without subtraction. This is a long stretch of Blazers or games in Blazers days. They're going to go through a stretch. It's like 15 games in 22 days. Something crazy shit. We're fading the Blazers tomorrow. I hope the Blazers win so that we can fade them tomorrow. Raptors tomorrow, for sure. It's a terrible spot for the Blazers to come back to the house tomorrow, but I would kind of like for them to be competitive in this game or win. So Dame will probably play. That's why they're doing it as well. He's resting tonight. They're going to play him tomorrow. Probably no CJ. Someone else is going to get ruled out tomorrow. I think the Raptors coming off their loss as well. Raptors tomorrow, just know there's some shit looking into the future, but we need to watch this game. We need the Blazers to be competitive in this game. We need them to be competitive so we can fade the shit out of them tomorrow, my guys. So lean Blazers, that's a Sunday NBA type of play. Dame out, everybody on the Nuggets. I could still see it being a three or 4 point win, close game by the Nuggets, if not losing outright. They see no Dame out there. Oh, okay, it's not that big of a game. Ciroc on ice. Oh, okay, Dame's out. This is a heavy rivalry. Ever since a few years ago, these two teams playing in the playoffs, Blazers will always want to beat the Nuggets. Nuggets will always want to beat the Blazers. But lean Blazers there, my guys. Lean Blazers. I'm on the Bulls personally, taking first half +2 and +4 full game. Lean Rockets standoff. Lean Lakers. Heavy lean Hawks, guys. Heavy lean Hawks. Like heavy lean Hawks. Exactly. Dame has been trash anyway. Exactly. Dame has been trash. It could be addition by subtraction. Dame not being out there. It's hard for me to say. I mean, who's starting? Fucking Anthony Simons? I'm not a fan of that guy. I'm not a fan of that guy. But this a whole nother conversation. Lean Blazers not been in the game, watching it. Hope the Blazers leave it all out there on the floor. I'm talking about 40 minutes for the starters. I want to see it in high altitude. I've had the spot circled for Raptors tomorrow, so just let you know about that. But Bulls today for me. Bulls, going blackjack. Bulls. NFL looks, I'll tell you the leans. I hadn't made that. I do want to bet the Lions, though. As crazy as it sounds, I do think the 0-8 Lions get their first win today. They're 0-4 on the road. I do think the Lions get their first win today. Call me crazy. I lean the Bills getting back right. When you see a team like that losing double digit, all that. A team like the Bills lose to a team like the Jaguars, you want to hop on the team that the heavy favorite that lost last week. They're embarrassed, right? I could see them embarrassing the Jets. Lean the Lions, lean the Saints. All my sharp guys are on the Saints. +3 money line. I'm not on it though. I'm staying off. My sharp guys, they say take the football team as well. Washington football team. A lot of people say though, I lean Panthers. We're expecting Murray and Hopkins to be out. PJ Walker's starting. They may get a little Cam in there, but for the most part, if Hopkins and Murray out for sure, I do think it's worth putting a little bit some on the Panthers. Maybe even money line. I could see them staying competitive in the game. I'm not an NFL expert, but with me not being an expert, just zooming out, looking at it, I've actually done pretty well. But I guess I'd lean football team, lean Panthers, lean Cowboys to bounce back, lean Bills to bounce back. I lean the Lions to get their first win. Lean Lions get their first win. Lean Saints. I'm on Bulls. First half, full game, +2, +4. Heavy lean to Hawks. I'm talking about heavy lean, first half and full game. Heavy lean. I may sprinkle some on it. Finna get out of here, man. It's NBA Sunday. I do this show for you guys, man. Do it for you guys. I don't have to. I could just make my bets and then just not say anything there. Win by myself or lose by myself. But I like interacting with the chat, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yeah, no Big Ben. Yeah, watch the football team getting 10 at the house. Yeah, I don't love football, but I guess that's maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a step back and zoom out from NBA because like you put all this work into this shit and then it doesn't come into fruition. And it's a bit frustrating. I must say it's a bit frustrating. But let's cash, man. I think this Bulls is definitely the sharp side. Anything can happen, guys. The Clippers could keep it rolling. You see what I'm saying? The Bulls are the sharp side. I'm always gonna like to be on the sharp side. I think it's the right side. Maybe better defensively and offensively team put together. Give me the Bulls here. Bulls, my guys. Let's fucking cash. If they can play that well versus the Warriors in the first half, they can win this game. I don't see why not. Give me the Bulls, first half +2, full game +4. Heavy lean Hawks, first half, full game. I'm sprinkling. I don't give a damn. I got a sprinkle song. I like to see them win the last game, but they need to be back at the house, man. But we out, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. Got to go cook some breakfast for my son, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Let's cash these tickets, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. Share on Twitter as well. We out.